Hey there guys, Sai here, and this is my video on how to master your pen tool. So if you guys saw my previous video, you guys would remember me saying that I would make an exclusive video on how to illustrate using a pen tool. So in this video I will teach you guys in the in-depth process of how to draw using a pen tool, plus I will also show you guys the layer feature in Illustrator. So again, before starting this class, this class would be a bit more lengthier than the previous one. So the reason why this video would be a bit lengthy is basically because of the method that I chose to teach you guys. Like I just googled an image and I am going to trace on top of it to teach you guys. That's why this will be a bit lengthy. So let's get into it, guys. So okay, you guys might be wondering why there is a SpongeBob image in my artboard right now. So this is just a random image which I just googled just for this class actually, so that I can show you guys how to trace on top of this using a pen tool. So the method which I am going to teach you guys how to master the pen tool is basically the tracing method. So if you trace an image pretty well, try to trace this image with the pen tool, you will get a hang of how to use the pen tool. That is the best way to study, or like the best way to get a hang of the pen tool. I'll start teaching you guys how to use the pen tool by tracing this image. And the reason why I chose this image is that there are some curly areas over here, see, and some perfectly straight areas over here. So when I'm teaching you, and some perfectly round areas as well, see. So I can show you guys what kind of click and drags you should use when you're using the pen tool to in like multi different type of textures and designs like this. So that's why I chose this image. So let's start tracing this image, and you will get an idea of how the pen tool works. On another thing, I need to I'll just reduce the opacity of this image so that when I draw on top of this, you guys can see like where my cursor is going. So if I the cursor is black in color, plus the outline of this image is also black in color, so you guys won't be able to see properly. So let me just reduce the opacity. Okay, so how do you reduce the opacity of this particular image? Selection tool, click the image, and above over here there is opacity. Just reduce it to like 30 is fine. uh, okay, 30, 30, 31, whatever, 30, and this is okay. So now if whatever I draw on top of this, you guys can clearly see. Okay, so I am going to start tracing on top of this using the pen tool. So here is where I start, over here. Okay, 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 I started my click. So the whole of the drawing process of a pen tool is basically clicks and clicks plus drag. Click and drags and clicks, these are the only stuff you need to take care of, or like care about while drawing with the pen tool. So before I start tracing, let me just show this. Clicks, 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 just clicks, and you guys can make an image like this. Plus click, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. See, that is a curvy image. So curvy images are made with a pen tool using clicks and drags, and straight, I mean perfectly symmetric designs or shapes can be just drawn with using just clicks. That's all. Okay, So I'm going to start over here. So oh, pen tool and click the first click. Now I have to form this whole shape and I have to come back here to finish this whole object. Okay, so let me just zoom in a bit and so that you guys can see properly. I made the first click over here, the second I will make over here. So click this, as this is a curvy design, click plus drag. See, click plus drag, so that area has been formed. Now you can see over here, usually for click designs, this is not how the pen tool continues. This now the pen tool is going on a really curvy pattern, so it is difficult for us to like actually match the design of the stuff that we have to trace. So this is actually a rookie mistake which all those who are not that familiar with the pen tool usually makes. They try hard to like just somehow match this with the design, but you don't have to do that. You can just cancel this curved design out by just clicking at this anchor point and that thing is cancelled out. See, as good as new. Okay, now you can just click and drag for the second part as well. See, now because you clicked and dragged, that curvy effect will continue. So to cancel this out, again click over here, and for the next area just click and drag. See, this curvy thing can be cancelled out by clicking on the anchor point. Okay, so now what I will do is just complete this whole image by just doing this, clicking and dragging, cancelling out, clicking, dragging. Okay, now I just traced this image, actually not the full thing. I just traced this yellow part of SpongeBob and this object I have made. If you guys need to see, I'll just show you. See, this is the object that I traced out using the pen tool. Now I can give a color for that. So you have to, this is, one second, this is an object that I just drew with the pen tool. So now you guys have to fill this with a color. Okay, for that what you have to do is like basically select this using the selection tool, which I am already using right now. You can just click over here and this image is selected, and over here this is the fill and this is the stroke. This is stroke, this is fill. Stroke is basically this black line, the outline is called stroke. The color of the stroke can be used, can be changed over here, or if you want to cancel the stroke, you can cancel over here. Like if you cancel this, you won't see anything. See, you can't see anything, so I'll just cancel that out. Okay, so we are going to fill this. Click, and this is the fill. Double click over here and you can select any color you want. Here I'm going with yellow for SpongeBob, and done. See, this is how you fill an object with color. Now if you can see this image, actually this object is on top of what we just drew right now. See, this is our original image. On top we just drew this object and it's sitting on top of this, so you can't see what's happening underneath. So this is where the layer option comes into play. uh, by using the layer option you can control everything while drawing using a pen, like not only with the pen tool, with everything. The whole of Illustrator is based on how you efficiently manage your layers. So here you can a simple solution for this is like, see, this is the original image on top we draw, and this is the object which we just drew right now. So one of the most simple solution is just to click and drag and put it on top of this image, and so you can what happens is that this image will come on top of the this particular thing which we draw. Okay, so now what happens is that the next object which we draw, okay, so I'm going to go with the shirt. Let me just show how you illustrate. Okay, so now what happens is that this is like a straight line, so you just need to click and click, that's it. No need to drag to make the curve area, except for these part there is a small curve over here, so you can maybe click over here and then drag over here so that you can make the small slight curve. So I'll show you guys right now. Click, click, uh, click, click, and here there is a slight curve, so I'll click over here and drag and cancel that out. The second option, click and drag, cancel that out. Over here, click and click over here and drag, cancel that out. Sorry, cancel that out. Click and click. We made the second object. So this is actually white in color, but this is right now it is in yellow color, so you can just change that over here. Select the yellow color and boom. So now if you can see what the issue is, that this over here, now you guys keep a close eye on this area over here. See, this is the, let me just cancel these two out. See, the middle layer is the original image which we drew on. Okay, and so what happened, and previously we just took this from the bottom and we took brought it up a layer. Now what happened is that we drew another object and it again came on top of this. So in order to like, you can permanently make this particular layer on top of everything just by creating a new layer which is on top of the first layer. So these all are been these layers have been drawn inside layer 1, like these are sub layers inside the first layer. So what I did is that I made a second layer on top of the first layer, see over here, and I took this linked file which is the original file on top we draw, and I take this and put it on the second layer which will always be on top of the first layer. Now we can draw on the first layer and everything will obviously come underneath this one. Okay, now I can just bring these back. Okay, now what happened is that um, you see, this is on top of the shirt is on top of the body, the yellow part, so this has to go below. So this we can just click, drag and put it on the bottom. See, this is the first part. I'll just draw the rest of the thing, like rest of SpongeBob, and you guys will understand how to play with layers a bit more efficiently. Okay, now I just drew most of the parts of this image. So I drew, let me once again. I drew the main body. I drew the like the shirt, both hands, legs, and the shoe. So now what we have to do is that, like, it is not at all in a proper in the proper order right now. So now we have to adjust with the layers over here so that it will look more like a more like the cartoon image, this one, like this. So I have to see, the shoes look okay, but the his pants over here are not okay, so these must come above. So what we have to do is, so over here what should happen is that the pant should come above the foot and has to go below the pants. So you have to play with it a bit. So the a shortcut key which you can use to play with these is control and the square brackets. The left square bracket is for making a particular image go beneath a layer, and the right square bracket is used to control plus the right square bracket is used to bring a layer up. So let me just click on this and let me just click that, control plus left square bracket 2, and it came up, see. And this I click this one, control plus, see, now this must come up, so control plus, okay, so, and this must be above, okay, now the shirt must be above this trouser area and both of this arms. So plus control and the square bracket till it comes up, or there is another shortcut which is control shift and the right square bracket, which will bring the shirt to the topmost layer. See, it will, now right now the shirt is above everything else in this particular layer. See, the shirt just came up to the topmost layer. Now below over here everything looks fine. The only thing we have to bring up is this body, and if this body comes up everything will look fine. Okay, so to bring that body up, just click control shift plus the right square bracket and it's up, fine. Now it's looking more like SpongeBob. Okay, so we made all the basic designs for this image. Now what we have to do is, it's quite simple. We just need to add all these accents and the eyes, the nose, the mouth, these both teeth, and we are done with this image. So to do that, first, another thing is that the smile you see, this is just a line. So there is, you can't use the pen tool. Yeah, you can obviously use the pen tool for what you should do to make this particular design is that there should not be any fill, there should only be a this stroke. So what you have to do is that select the pen tool, click over here, click and drag, uh, click and drag. Okay, now cancel the fill. There is a fill happening over here, so cancel the fill, you don't want any fill. So this is all you need to cancel out this continuation, just plus enter, and over there it's done. And similarly draw another line to over here, see. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit, and this stroke must be a bit more, this is a bit small, so I'll just increase the thickness to 4 point, and it looks more like a smile, see. And the second portion is over here, click over here and small, and press enter, and that's done. Click over here, click over here, drag, press enter, and that's done. Now the nose part, click over here. Oh, okay, before drawing the nose I should draw the eyes. So eyes is pretty simple, it's just a big round figure. So over here take the objects over here, these shapes, go to the ellipse tool, which is used to draw round images. So to draw perfectly round figure, you must click and drag. Now this is not a perfectly round figure, just press shift. So if you press shift while clicking and dragging, the round would be a perfect round figure. The first one is done, and the okay, just one second, I can just click and it will replicate the previous image, and done. Okay, so two eyes, fill the color with white. Okay, and the second one, let me just, okay, let me click and move it in place. Yes, one more, again, just click so that it will replicate the previous design. Okay, done, see, over here, and done. Okay, now I have to fill these both. So now what I will do is that these both are okay. Oh, this didn't become white. Click over here. white, and this one's done. So now I have to fill in these both. So I'll click the selection tool, select this one, press shift and click this one, so both will be selected. And now select a particular color, a light blue, and done. And the second, okay, another small circle inside, click and drag, that is full black, so black, and done. Just click once, it will replicate the previous image, and done. Okay, yes, sorry. uh, uh, okay, now now I have to draw the nose. So to draw the nose, it's just like a stroke over here. I think you guys can't see it properly. Okay, so to draw this nose, what I do is that I will obviously go for the pen tool. Sorry, pen tool. Let me just enable this one. Click, drag, click, sorry, click and drag. Now what I do is that I click enter, and then that particular design has been created. Now no, just cancel out the color. So now what happens is that the nose shape has come, but the fill is not there, so we have to add a fill over there, which is a plain yellow in color. Or you can use the eyedropper tool and select this particular color, and you're good to go. And this one, and I need to get this and the thickness to 4, and okay, see. Okay, so the basic design of SpongeBob is done. Now I have to add some accents here and there like these. So for that I'll use the ellipse tool again, and then make some accents like this. So curve like this, and what I have to do is 1 second, let me just select this color, darken that a bit, and cancel the stroke. Okay, that's what I did. Again, similar images like these these over here. I have to curve it a bit, and this one over here, this one over here. Okay, and we're done. See, now those 3 dots, I have to tiny dots, which is totally black in color. One over here, okay, and one over here, okay, one over here, okay, here, okay, and over here. And like the pen tool over here, and add a stroke, cancel the fill, add a stroke, and plus enter, and we are done. See, this is how you trace an image using the pen tool. It's quite simple. It looks almost like the previous one. Let me just show it. See, this is the original image which we drew on, and this is our image which we drew. So this is how you guys illustrate using a pen tool. So I'd say you guys also pick some image like this from Google and start tracing on top of it. Okay guys, so I am wrapping up the video right here. So if you guys have any doubt regarding what I just taught right now, please do ask me. Leave a comment down below. You can ask me whatever doubt you have. Plus, let's make this session a bit more interactive. So if you guys have any doubt regarding what I just taught, please do ask me. Plus, I will be leaving my Instagram handle in the description, so you can also DM me on that. And so that's basically it. Plus, if the next video which I'm going to upload will be on the sub tools which will help us to illustrate, basically like features like pathfinder and stuff like that, and the direct selection tool. I will have a in-depth class on the direct selection tool, which plays a really important role in illustrating your image. So all that will be in my next class. I will be uploading the next video soon. So please do subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon over there so that you guys will get notified when I upload the next video. Uh, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.